Hey, it's Maryam. Today's video is a special video. It's going to be the gray hair tag. I asked Monique Parent to do this as a collaboration with me. I am super excited to do this collaboration with Monique. I have been watching her videos for a while and I just love the way she is so genuine, and I love her sense of humor. She is such an amazing woman and I love her silver hair. She has so many great tips on YouTube, and I will link her channel in the description box below. So after you're done watching this video, you can go to Monique's channel and say hi for me, Nicole Johnson, and Melanie, aka Mr. Kong's mom, came up with this concept to do this gray hair tag, and whoever is in the gray hair community would like to join this tag can make a video. And I was so excited that they came up with this idea. There are 10 questions here that I'm going to answer about gray hair and transitioning to gray hair. And if you are interested in doing this video, please go in the description box and check out those questions and make a video. I'd love to watch your video and give you support and support our community. I do have other videos that you can watch on transitioning to gray hair. If you want to know how to transition to gray hair, if you want to hear more about my story on transitioning to gray hair, or if you just want to keep your gray nice and silver and beautiful without the brass, yeah, I will link some of those videos in the description box below so you can go ahead and watch those. Before we get started on these questions, I'd love to hear from you. Are you transitioning to gray hair? Are you thinking about it? Let me know in the comment section below. Okay, let's get started on these questions. Number 1, how old were you when you started going gray? I was 19 years old when I first started seeing my first strands of gray hair. It started on the crown of my head, and I had, I think, 2 or 3 that I remember clearly. I used to color my hair. I was into Joan Jett at the time. I loved her. I loved that whole rock and roll vibe, and I always colored my hair. And I started probably around 18 years old when I started coloring my hair. When my roots came in, I realized that I had 3 strands of gray coming through, and I freaked out. I panicked and I vowed to myself that I would never ever have gray hair. From that point on, it was going to be black, brown, whatever, anything but gray. So every time I would go to the grocery store, first thing I would grab was my color to make sure every 4 to 6 weeks I was coloring my hair and covering up all the gray. Now, my parents both transitioned to gray hair in their 50s. They did not color their hair. My mom stopped coloring her hair probably in her late 40s, early 50s. And so I always remembered her with salt and pepper hair color, but I wasn't gonna have anything to do with it. I didn't want to look old. I wanted to always have black hair. I don't know, it was just, I was 19. I wasn't ready for any of that. So that's when I saw my first strands of gray hair. How old were you when you decided to transition? Because I was allergic to hair color. Okay, so let me give you a little story. Around 25, I started not responding well to the colors. I had allergy reaction to the colors, but I didn't care. I wasn't gonna have the gray hair. It wasn't gonna happen in my lifetime. So I kept coloring it. I ignored the allergies. I ignored the itching, the redness, the swelling, all that stuff, which I'm not gonna get into in details because sometimes it was ridiculous how bad it was. And so I continued until when I had to color my hair every 2 weeks. I thought, why am I doing this to myself? Like, this is not right. When I turned 42, I started thinking about transitioning to my gray hair. Number 3, did you go to your hairdresser to help you with the transition, or did you just go to cold turkey? What did your hairdresser do to help you if you went there, if you went to one? So I did go to my hairdresser, and I did that after a couple of months of trying to grow my own hair. I really wanted to do a cold turkey, but then I saw the demarcation, the brown, the dark brown box color against this white, and it just didn't look right to me. I just couldn't. For some reason, I just didn't feel like it wasn't right for me. So some people can do that, go to cold turkey and grow out their hair, and I just couldn't do that. For me, it just didn't feel like I was put together. I felt like I always had to cover it with something, and after a couple of inches, it's hard to cover it with color sprays and waxes and things like that. It just looks really weird. And I didn't want to wear hats anymore because I'm not a real hat person. I mean, maybe if I was, I would have waited a little bit longer, but I was not a hat person. I was not a scarf person. So it just was getting harder and harder after a couple of months. So I decided to go to my hairdresser and I told her the situation. She was super supportive. She told me that I would have to bleach it several times to get the desired bleach so I can, you know, get it as close to white as possible, and tone it. I had to keep toning it. So I was okay with that. I said, she said, let's start with just weaving in some highlights. So I said, okay, let's do it. My hair was to my back. I mean, my hair was very long. I hadn't trimmed it, cut it for a while, and it was very long. It was longer than it is right now. So I wanted to keep my length. I didn't want to cut my hair short. And so she went on saying if I didn't want to sacrifice any of that length, I had to go slow. Let's start with a weave and weaving in some highlights and see where it goes. I said, sure, let's do it. I completely trust your judgment. Let's do this. So we did the first round. I did highlights, and she told me that I would have to at least space it out a month in between each highlight and bleaching, so my hair doesn't fall out. So I said, okay, that's fine. So I did that. I went ahead with the highlighting. First month, it did dry up my hair a little bit, but I didn't have to cut it. So thank God. I was like, yes, please. I want to keep my hair long. But I didn't like it. I still didn't like it because this is so white against the highlighted brown and kind of like a beige color. It just didn't look right again. So the next month I went back to her. I said, I'm ready. I want to get this over with as soon as possible. So I said, can we just instead of doing highlights every time I come, can we just bleach the heck out of it and see where it takes us? And she said, sure, let's do that. So she bleached my whole entire head, and she went up to where my roots were. So she stopped right there because she didn't want to go over my roots, and you know, we were just gonna tackle the brown and dark brown hair. It turned out brassy blonde. It really, even though she went slow, it was still damaging to my hair. My hair was very dry. I had to really come home and really get into some conditioning, deep conditioning to prevent it from drying anymore. So that's what my hairdresser did for me, and she was very supportive and on board with the decision. If you are thinking about doing that and going the bleaching route, make sure your hairstylist is on board, is giving you the right tips, and you know that you're feeling comfortable with it, because it is pricey, it is expensive route to go, and you have to kind of commit to it. Once you start it, you have to kind of go with it, and it takes a lot of toning. If you bleach your hair, there's a lot of toning and a lot of upkeep. So really think about it. That's what happened to me. That's what I decided to do. And so that's the route I took. And what are you gonna do? Are you gonna, if you are transitioning to your gray hair, have you thought about going bleaching route or pixie cut, or are you thinking about just letting it grow out and have you know, the ombre gray and brown or blonde or whatever your hair color used to be when you used to color it? What route are you going with? What route did you choose? I'd love to hear what you are doing so we can all learn from you. I mean, my experience is completely different than your experience, and I'd love to hear what you did. So please leave a comment below, share with the community. Okay, let's go on number 4. What was the reaction of your friends and family? The only one that I really cared about was my husband. I really didn't care about other people, what they thought. I'm usually not the kind of person that is too concerned about what my family thinks about my hair, my makeup. And so the only person that really mattered, that I cared how he felt about my decision, was my husband, because I wanted him to be on board. I really needed his support, because emotionally it's very hard to go through something like this. It was a new thing and I really needed that support. So I wanted to make sure that he was on board with me and he understood why I was doing it. So I explained to him and I said, I actually had my page ready, had my Pinterest page ready, because I had pinned a lot of inspo on my page, and I had that ready, and I said, honey, what do you think? I was thinking about going gray because of my allergy reaction. I am so tired of coloring my hair every 2 weeks. So I explained where I was coming from, and I said, look at these pictures. Look at these beautiful women. Some of them are young, some of them are in their 30s, late 30s. I mean, what do you think? And he said, just go ahead and do it, and let's see what happens. I mean, I said, I don't even know what's gonna happen. I'm very scared. And I expressed to him how scared I was, and he said, just go with it. Let's see what happens. And he was totally supportive, which that's why I love him so much, because he supports me in everything I do. So he was on board with me, and I felt like this weight lifting off my shoulder. And if he wasn't okay with it, I don't know what I would have done. So I'm very fortunate. I feel very fortunate that he was on board. I don't think what I would have said to convince him, or, you know, but I'm very happy. I'm super glad, thankful that he was on board with me, and he didn't even question it. He just said, let's see it. Let's see what happens. Let's just do it. And by the way, he really likes the ombre. He really loves that I do ombre and stuff like that. So I'm really happy that he doesn't really care that he's on board. So that was yay for me. Anyone else really didn't matter. My daughter was too small to even care. She sees mommy as gray hair. Mommy, you have gray hair. I said, yeah, I do. So that wasn't even a question. And friends and family didn't really occur to me to really explain to them, or I really didn't care. It was me. I'm still me. I'm still who I am. And my hair color shouldn't define who I am. So it wasn't going to change who I was. So I didn't feel like I needed to explain myself, you know? So that's how that happened. Number 5, favorite thing about being gray. Favorite thing about being gray for me, I think it looks pretty damn cool to have silver gray hair. I love it. I love the fact that I'm able to ombre my hair without bleaching my hair, which is godsend. I'm like, yes, I want to do this. It makes me happy, and I love that I can do this style without having to bleach my hair. I love it that, I don't know, I just feel like it's a superpower. I don't know. I just feel good about it. I don't know. Now it's part of me. It's who I am. I've accepted it ever since it's grown, and I do the ombres. I love the ombres. I love being different. I love standing out. I don't want to blend in anymore. It's just who I am. Number 6, least favorite thing about being gray. Least favorite thing. The least favorite thing is experiencing the brassiness once in a while. That's my least favorite, to having like yellow tint in my hair. And sometimes when I don't want to put makeup on and I just want to put my hair in a bun and lounge around, I feel a little tad frumpy. And I always say, oh my gosh, maybe I need a little blush, maybe I need a little lipstick, you know. But that's the only thing. Before, when I had dark hair, even if I didn't have makeup on, I was okay with it. Now I feel like I need bronzer and lipstick at some color, because I don't want to look washed out. That's the only thing I dislike about it. Everything else is fine. I like that my hair is healthy. I feel good about it. That's the only thing I dislike. The brassiness, and sometimes feeling frumpy if I'm not dressed up and putting makeup on and things like that. Number 7, do you receive a lot of criticism for your hair, gray hair? If so, how do you deal? Actually, it's funny. I feel like women my own age group have an issue with my gray hair. I don't know, some women, not everyone. Some give compliments. Some are kind of like offended by it. I don't know why, because it's my hair. I should be able to do whatever the hell I want with my hair. It's nobody's business. But some older women seem to not like it as much, and they feel like they need to voice their opinion and tell me that they don't like it. And that's fine. It's a free country. You have your own opinion. It's okay. I can take it. But I feel like it's kind of rude that I wouldn't go up to you and say, oh my God, lady, your color hair looks so like it came out of the box. It looks so blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't do that to somebody. So why would somebody do that to me? So I feel that that's kind of rude. How I deal with it, I don't really respond. I just say, well, I do tell my story. So I say, oh yeah, I'm allergic to hair color and I love doing ombre, it makes me happy. And so those are the kind of answers I give. I try to keep it on give it a positive spin instead of being, well, why don't you like my hair? But I try not to get in a debate or anything. I just say, either I mention that, hey, I'm allergic to hair color, I can't color my hair, so this is my hair. Or I say, ombre, if they make comment about ombre and gray, I say, ombre makes me happy, I love adding color to my life. And so that's what I say. And I don't know if it's the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do, but it's the right thing for me. I don't want to be get into it with them. I feel like sometimes I have gotten comments on my YouTube channel and on my Instagram. And when I tell my story and tell them, they actually come back and say, I have a lot of gray hair too, and I cover it up with color. And, you're such an inspiration, or you're so strong, da 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 da. And it totally flips the whole situation when I go about it a positive way. So I feel like it's been working for me. So I'm just going to keep it that way. I'm going to keep it positive and smile and be happy. And that's it. That's how I deal with it. Number 8. What is your favorite compliment that you have received about your hair? I just get compliment about, oh, I love your hair color. Like younger kids come to me, kids meaning like in their 20s, because I'm in my 40s. I feel like they're kids. But the younger women or, teenagers, they say, oh my gosh, how did you get your hair color? Like, how can I? They want to know how they can get it that light. And they're like, I've been bleaching my hair forever. Or I have tried bleaching my hair and it dries out and, my hair breaks out. How did you do it? How do you keep your length? How do you keep it so white? They think I purposely did it. So I just tell them, it's just naturally like that. So yeah, a lot of times when I get compliments, it's sometimes followed up by, how do you do that? How did you get your hair to be this white? Because they want to do it. And then when I tell them it's natural, they're like, oh my gosh, wish we could do that, blah, blah, blah. I tried it and it didn't work out because I had to bleach my hair so many times. So it just like opens up a conversation. And sometimes it's just random people just come and say, love your hair, love the ombre, love the purple, love the color, whatever. So those are the kind of compliments I get. The older women that I come across with are usually like, oh wow, I have a lot of gray hair and you inspire me to do this. I have a lot of white like yours. Or I get those kind of compliments. So where they say, that they're inspired to do it too. So that makes me happy that, someone else can do it if they want to. I'm not saying that everyone should. It's not for everyone. But if you choose to, it's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. And so, yeah, that's how I feel about that. So that's my answer. That's how I those are the compliments I get. And if you have gray hair, I'd love to hear, what kind of compliments do you get? I'd love to hear. What is the best thing that someone said to you? Please do it in the comment section below. So number 9, what is your biggest piece of advice to anyone looking to start the process? Get support, go online, look at pictures, envision yourself there. That really helps when you visualize yourself there and say, oh wait, I can do that. This lady kind of has a similar age group, has the same skin tone. I can do that. So if you feel like you can do it and you really feel it in your bottom of your soul, like this is for you, then I say go for it. Go for it. Ditch the dye. Try it out. I mean, I've seen comments and I've known people that have said, they tried it, it didn't work out for them, they went back to coloring their hair, and that is totally fine. No one's saying to you, you have to color or not color your hair. It's completely your choice. But if you decide to do it, try it. I mean, try it for some time and see if you really love it. You'll be surprised. A lot of people do end up loving it. And if you don't love it, it's no shame in coloring your hair again. I mean, it's your choice. It's your hair. Do whatever you have to do. It is hard. It's hard to transition. It's emotional. It's so crazy how your hair color or your hairstyle or hair in general is so rooted in us women. We think that everything is about our hair. Like if you have ever had a bad haircut, you have probably cried. I have had some bad haircuts and I've cried because I don't know what it is. We are so attached to our hair. There's so much emotion going inside of you. halfway through it, do I really want to do this? Like, what is going on? How people look at you in the beginning is different. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff to deal with, but once you get there, you feel this empowerment. Like, it's, wow, I came this far. I did this. Like, I'm good with this. This is a decision I made. It was a very emotional journey. It was hard as hell, but I'm here. And that's what's great about this journey. It's not just about the hair color. It's a lot deeper than that. So yeah, my advice is just to engulf yourself with positivity, surround yourself with positive people, and that's going to get you through it if you decide to go gray. Number 10, who is your gray hair idol? I don't really have an idol. In the beginning of my transition, I looked to inspiration, and I was looking to get ideas and see if I could be there. So there were some women that I was looking up to, I guess, but they were never idols. I was just looking to get inspiration. If that answers the question. Inspiration, like Lauren from Ha Bourgeois was my inspiration. There was another lady named Sophia was my inspiration. There were some other women, only a handful of women, my age group, or maybe a few years younger, that were on Pinterest at the time when I was transitioning. Now there is a whole world of gray hair women that are coming out and is amazing on Pinterest. There's so many beautiful women that you can get inspired by. There is no lack of age or skin tone or anything like that. But when I was starting, there weren't that many on Pinterest. So it was kind of, I looked to the younger women in their 20s to get inspired. That was it. This is all the gray hair questions that were to answer. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this gray hair tag video was helpful. These answers were helpful to you if you are transitioning, if you're thinking about transitioning, that this was kind of helpful to see if you want to go that route. And if you have already completed your journey, I would love to hear from you what route you took and what you did to ease some of that stress and, you know, emotional things that you went through to get to where you are now and transitioning fully. I want to thank Monique Parent again for doing this collaboration with me. And thank you, Nicole, for tagging me on her video to do this collaboration. And I will tag some ladies down in my description box to do the tag with me if you want to join on this gray hair tag video. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!